Welcome back to News 12 Now. This morning, we are so glad that you are waking up with us on this Thursday morning. We are talking more about the city budget, the 2022 budget this morning with the city's Chief Policy Officer, Joda Thong Napanu. He joins us now. Good morning, Joda. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you doing?
Thanks for joining us. First of all, let's talk a little bit about the mayor's budget, his vision for 2022.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this budget is designed to make sure that we are able to provide the basic and essential services that residents have come to expect. And that means making sure that our essential workers, our first responders, are paid fairly and that we can retain excellent talent, but then also that we are able to we're getting back to basics, like making sure that we can get our roads paved and making sure that our bridges and infrastructure are improved and safe. And those are going to be the core focuses, but we're also focusing on a range of things like making sure that our community centers are robust front doors to City Hall, which shouldn't just be a building on East 11th Street, but should be a network of relationships, people, and support systems all throughout the city. So we're going to be investing in neighborhoods all across our community, and we're really excited.
Joda, lots of new things coming to the city of Chattanooga. Let's talk more about that 24% increase for many first responders right here in the Tennessee Valley. Why did Mayor Kelly think this was so important in this year's budget?
Yeah, so as we have looked at retention rates and also our ability to recruit both at police and fire, we saw that pay was a really big thing holding us back. We had starting pay that was lagging behind our peers. And so what we would be doing in many cases, especially at the police department, was we would be training police officers with excellent training, but then they would leave training and then go to another department, maybe in Hamilton County or in Georgia. And it was because of our low pay. Our starting pay for first year police officers was in the mid 30s, and we will be moving it into the 40s now with a pretty substantial raise, about 24%. And that, we think, will be able to make sure that we have enough high quality police officers on the beat, but we also are investing in making sure that our fire stations are fully staffed so we can put enough firefighters on a fire truck to respond appropriately. So those pay increases, we think, are essential to making sure that residents get the services that they expect in the time that they expect and that they're kept safe ultimately.
And Joda, how is this being paid for with the city of Chattanooga? Talk to us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so as the assessor has increased, assessments for home values, as home values have risen over the last couple of years, that growth is what we're capturing. Although this tax rate is about 2 cents lower than our previous tax rate and is actually one of the lowest tax rates that the city will have in 50 years. So it's among the lowest tax rates in the last couple of decades. It does increase our revenue. And so in terms of real dollars, if your house value went up, you'll be paying a little bit more, but in exchange, we'll be able to pay our police officers, firefighters, and we'll be able to get roads paved over the next year. So we have a record $10 million going into roads and resurfacing, which is a pretty big investment, but it's an investment that we feel like is needed. Every time you go over a pothole, I know the mayor had several ads during the campaign, and that was a promise that he made and a commitment that he intends on keeping.
Lots of new things happening in the city of Chattanooga. Joda Thong Napanu, thank you so much for joining us this morning and telling us more about the city budget and what we can expect in the coming years.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. We have much more ahead on News 12 Now this morning. Don't go anywhere. We'll return right after this short break.